Alright, you've just made a new game, a browser one, sure, and you don't know where to put it. There's a bunch of spots like itch.io, Newgrounds, but one of the best is probably Crazy Games because um, they give you a lot of traffic, you can get a lot of people to play it, and you also get a fair amount of revenue, so lots of trafficking means lots of revenue, which means lots of money, and that's really good. So I'm just gonna tell talk about how to set that up. It's that simple. So you're gonna want to go to your Godot. This will only work with Godot 3 because Godot 4 you need the shader array buffer support, which just doesn't exist on what was it on it doesn't have shader array buffer support on Crazy Games. Well, I'm stuttering a lot. Anyway, so first step is go to export and uh make a new preset, call it Crazy Games, and then go down, and then go to HTML and then just write this script, this text. I'm just gonna put it into the pinned comment because I don't expect anyone to go there. So once that's sorted, like this one, you're gonna close that, and you're gonna make a new thing. Yeah, you're gonna make a new bit of scripting, and then you're gonna call it Crazy SDK. This is just gonna be an example, and then no, made from nothing. So yeah, third line, when you talk about all the variables, that's good work ethic. You start with all the variables, and then you do functions and all that stuff. I'm not gonna talk about that. You're gonna write that var SDK equals to null, and then you're gonna do a function ready to avoid and if not OS has feature Crazy Games, pretty sure, and you return. Alright, so I'm just gonna talk about this line of code. The Crazy Games site, when you export into using the Crazy Games one to Crazy Games, there's a thing at the here. There is some at this source script. First thing is gonna be have the feature Crazy Games, and it will see if it has that feature, and if it doesn't have that feature, then it will just go back to being regular. So yeah, and then else will just be everything else. And next line will be var window equals to JavaScript. Also, this will only work with Godot 3 because it doesn't need shader array buffer support, and since it doesn't have shader array buffer support on Crazy Games, so it's just gonna have to be released as a regular HTML5. And yeah, that's all that it can work. Get interface window. I think that should be good. Yep, and then SDK equals to window dot Crazy Games dot SDK, I think. And then so you have this thing. Okay, it's all good. It's all done. You're gonna go to your project settings, go to auto load, and then so then you can call upon it later. You're gonna wanna make it a auto loaded, so then it starts, and then if you wanna call it, you can make it a global variable, and yeah. So to make so basically to explain it, this line of code is just how big the window has to be, because Crazy Games, you can have multiple screen sizes and it should be able to adapt for it to be eligible. And so these two lines are very important, but then other than that, we're all good. What else is there that needs to be talked about? Uh yeah, I think that we're good. And that's it. So yeah, window Crazy Games SDK. Yeah. This is just gonna be the first part in a multiple in a series. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more of this fun stuff, and it will help me out a ton. Thanks, and I'll see you later.